So we have done till the fourth definition. Okay. So now we are reading the fifth definition. It says unlimited company. Once again, unlimited company. So liability will be full stop over. Now you tell me, you guys are genius. Okay. You tell me, will this question be asked in the exam? You're writing CA intermediate, both the groups, September 25. Yes or no? Will it be asked in the exam? Yeah, yeah. 16 mark exam question. Okay. An unlimited company is a company not having any limit on the liability of member. Full stop. Kasta definition. Waste. Okay. All this will not be asked in the exam. So out of the first five definitions on the first page, I think only TRP is a little important. Okay, where they have asked question in the previous attempts also. But definitions are there in the exam, but not this kind of definition they will ask. Okay. Now let's quickly recall what is TRP. What is T? Restriction on transferability of shares. What is R? Restriction on membership. What is P? Prohibition on issue of prospectus or public issue. When you talk about membership, okay, employee member, ex-employee member should be excluded and joint shareholder shall be counted as one. Understood this much? Okay, cool. Now there's a sixth definition that we're going to, I think tomorrow we'll do this OPC or later on. First, we are doing definition, very important. We are doing something called as small company. So this definition is basically very important. Okay. Now small company. Okay. First, let me read this definition for you guys. Okay. Then you try to break this definition. So small company is a new form of a private company under Companies Act 2013. A classification of a private company into small companies based on the size, that is paid up capital and turnover. In other words, BCom student, BCom language. In other words, such companies are small size private company. Okay. Now MCom student. Small company means a company other than a public company where the paid up share capital of which does not exceed 4 crore rupees or such higher amount as may prescribe, which shall not be more than 10 crore rupees, and the turnover of which as per profit and loss account for the immediately preceding financial year does not exceed 40 crore rupees or such higher amount as may prescribe, which shall not be more than 100 crore rupees. Provide that nothing in this clause shall apply to holding company. I hope you understand what's holding company now. Okay, subsidiary company. I hope you understand subsidiary also. At what percentage we become holding subsidiary? More than 50%. Very good. A company registered under section 8 or a company or a body corporate governed by any special act. So this is written in English. Okay. Very important definition. They have asked in the exam. They don't ask direct question in the exam. Okay. For us, it will be full case based paper. I will to show you all those questions how they are asking in the exam. First, you read this and please explain me in simple English. Okay. Read and explain me. What does it mean? They have given lot of figure 4 crores, then 10 crores, then 40 crores, then 100 crores. What it is? Minimum, maximum. Please explain me. Can you please shut the door? Thank you. Yeah. Please talk to me. Somebody please explain me. Hello. Explaining. Okay. Yeah. Tell me. I can read that. I know little English also. Then why they have given that 40 crores? No, that 10 crores. Some specific cases. Have you done BCom in life? Full proof it is that you are BCom student. Where it is written in some specific cases it is 10 crores. Prescribe. Oh, prescribe what is there. Wow. Yes, other students. Balcony boys, please explain. Even if it's wrong, it's okay. Anything in your own words. Woman gang. Anything in your own words. Today only you have to explain. Huh? After a year, we don't have an exam. Please explain. Okay. Anybody? Are you guys eating something? Then why are you not talking to me? You eating mawa? You know mawa? Juba kesari. Yeah. Yes, Prashant. Can you just repeat what you were saying? Up to 4 crores, okay. In some cases, up to 10 crores. Okay. Then up to 40 crores. In some cases, up to 100 crores. Okay. That is and your condition. Or full blind, you are blind. Please zoom your eyes. No. So this is the most important definition. Let's break this definition. It says, firstly, so when you talk about small company, so you need to understand. See, there's nothing called as big company. Okay, there's only one company called as small company. So small company first have to be a mandatory private company. Small company has to be first what? Private company. Then there are two conditions whether to check whether it's a small company or not a small company. It says the paid up share capital. The paid up share capital should be less than or equal to 4 crores. Should be less than or equal to 4 crores. Guys, less than or equal to 4 means minimum or maximum. English medium students, minimum or maximum. So it says less than or equal to, it basically means what? It is minimum or maximum. It is maximum 4 crore. That means it should be 4 crore. It can be 4 crores. It can be up to 4 crores. And its turnover should be less than or equal to 40 crore. When I say less than or equal to 40, less than or equal to means minimum or maximum? Maximum. So it says to find to check whether it's a small company or not. First, you have to see it's a private company. See, you can never form a small company. You can either form a private company or a public company, right? In India, how many kinds of company are there? Two. What are the two types? Private and public. So I am forming a private company. Now, if my paid up share capital is up to 4 crores, end turnover is up to 40 crores, then I am which company? So my private company will be called as which company? Small company. Because in the companies act, lot of benefits they have given to a small company. So we are categorizing a private company into a small company. Okay, a company which is not a small company. It is which company? Normal private company. It's not a big company. Okay, it is a normal private company. So small company first has to be a private company where the capital is maximum 4 crore. End turnover is maximum 40 crore. Okay, you have to remember the figure of 440. 440. Okay, the section number is 2, clause number is 85. What is the clause number? 85. So it says small company is a type of a private company having paid up capital up to 4 crores and turnover up to 40 crores. Now, they have given in the definition two other data also. See, today when we're writing for the exam, we're in 2024, you're applying 25. Right now, the figure for the exam is 4 and 40. Practical life also 4 and 40. Okay. Now, for example, after like 2-3 years, when you're appearing for your CA final, or you became chartered accountant, you're enjoying your life, you okay, you full had marriage, did, then you had kids. Okay, at that time if government wants to increase this data of 4 crores, okay, so government at that time, like after 4-5 years, they can increase this data up to 10 crores, they can increase this data up to 100 crores. That is in future they will increase it. Right now what is the figure? 4 and 40. So maybe like in 2026 they say that the 4 ka figure we are making at 6 crores, okay, 40 ka we are making at 60 crores. So they can increase the figure in 26, 2027, 29, 30. At the most capital can be increased up to 10 crores. At the most turnover can be increased up to 100 crores. See, but that is a future thing. Right now for the exam, what is the figure? 4 and 40. So for the question for the exam is, should we remember all the 4 data or 440? Only 440 you have to remember. Okay. So in the MCQ, in the descriptive, always remember 4 and 40. Okay. Now, 4 types of company can never be a small company. 4 types of company can never be a small company. It's a holding company, subsidiary company, section 8 company, and company governed by special act. Okay, company governed by special act. I hope you know what is a holding company. At what percentage we become holding subsidiary? more than 50%. Okay. So understand now what ICI will do in the small company ka question mein they will insert holding and subsidiary also. We'll be doing a question on that. So they will mix it. Okay. Now company governed under section 8. Section 8 means non-profit organization like Yeshas Academy. Yeah. Non-profit only, na? It's non-profit only. What profit we are making? We are making no profit only. Non-profit organization. We are doing charity. We are making you chartered accountants. Okay. Section 8 company. Then third, company governed or a body corporate governed by any special act. Can you give me an example of a company governed by special act? ICAI. We are on which floor? We are sitting on which floor? Second. Ma'am, jump. Today, after 13 years of me becoming a chartered accountant, somebody have taught me that ICI is a company. One second. A company or a body corporate? It is neither a company. See, yesterday when I flew from Bombay, I reached here at night. Till today morning when I came to the class. Till that time, ICI was not a company. In last 3 4 hours, if any amendment has come, I am not updated. I'm sorry. Okay, till morning 7 a.m. ICI was not a company. You don't have a common sense. You have a commode sense. You understand what's a commode? Toilet pot. Okay. So see, ICI is a organization governed by special act, but it's not a company. Okay, a company or a body corporate governed by any special act. Any example, guys? Adani. Adani का भी check. Port. Okay. So that's Adani Port, but it's a company as per Companies Act only. They have no, they are registered under different act also, but it's a company as per Companies Act. Any company governed by special act, somebody has said LIC, Life Insurance Corporation. So you have LIC Act. Air India, they have Air India's Authority Act. Okay, UTI. You know what's UTI? Unit Trust of India. So it's a governed by special act. Okay. So in the question they will give you it's a governed by special act. Till now, whatever question they have asked question on holding and subsidiary. They have taken small company concept and they have used holding and subsidiary. So just remember, they in MCQ also they can ask four types of company can never be a small company. Hus. What is hus? Holding company, subsidiary, section 8, special act company. So you have to check the four words: holding, subsidiary, section 8, and special act company. These four types of company can never be a small company. Understood? Let's do a question so you'll have a confidence. So for my subject at least, IC have given you free books. IC have given you some books. Have you registered with ICI? You must have got some books. Not yet. Why? Oh, they give you that ticket, right? Coupon. You have to redeem that coupon. No. But have you registered with the institute? Oh, government department. Nah. I see. Yeah. It will take time. I think by 26th, so you will get the book. Okay. When is your exam? September 25. Yeah. So I think by that time you will get the books. I say is a government department which is governed by special act, but it is not a company. So for my subject, you don't have to do the module. Module will be doing in the class itself. See, you have to do our main book and our handwritten notes. Or in a module, see like this, the module is it's blue color module, but I think you will get black and white. So every chapter, after finishing every chapter, towards the end there are questions. Okay, there are MCQs also, and there are descriptive question also. Module ka behind whatever questions are there, we'll be doing that in the class itself. Because long back I used to tell to the student, when you go back home, solve the model, solve the model. But when you go back home, you become Gajni. Gajni is basically like short-term memory loss. Like after studying 6 hours law, people think that they have climbed Mount Everest and they have struggled a lot since morning 6 hours and they have never done it. So I made a rule that we do the module in class itself. Other than that, you don't have to study anything from the module. Okay, we will be doing all the questions in the class itself. Okay. Now, people who want to read the module, you can go to ISECA website. You can download chapter wise and save it in your phone as a PDF. So when you're traveling, you can solve the questions. Okay. Till the time book do not come. So I have a blue color module as a PDF. ICI will give you black and white model. Okay, printing cost saving. Now see. So I assume that you have understood small company ka definition. Let's quickly recall. Small company is a type of dash company, private company, where the paid up share capital can be minimum or maximum. Maximum 4 crore or and and turnover 40 crores. Okay, that's minimum and maximum. Maximum. Four types of company can never be a small company: holding, subsidiary, section 8, and special act wala company. Okay. So before we go on to the MCQ, let's first test your common sense. Okay. AB Limited, paid up share capital 2 crores, turnover 35 crores. Is it a small company? Is it a small company? Let's go by vote count. How many people are saying yes, it's a small company? Please raise your hand. It's a small company. It's a small company. It's okay. Wrong to wrong. Small company. One, two, three. Three. Okay. No, it is not a small. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. 100. Balance people playing dandiya with the neighbor. Now, three people said yes, it's a small company. Yes, madam, you said it's a small company. Why? Somebody rose a hand from behind you. You said yes, right? You're right. I remember you also said yes. Yeah, why yes? Max 4 crore. Capital max 4 crore. Perfect. And turnover 40 crore, right? But BUT, my friend, the first thing what I taught you, if you want to see whether it's a small company or not, you have to see the name of the company. AB Limited. Which company it is? If it is a public company, is it a small company? No. If it is not a small company, which company? It's a public company only. Right? It's AB Limited. See, to be a private company, first you have to see the name of the company. It has to be a private company. Your logic is correct, so it's less than 4, less than 40. But see the name of the company. Okay. Every word is important. Welcome to CA Inter. Okay. Every word is important. ABP Limited. Paid up share capital 4.5 crore. Turnover 45 crores. Is it a small company? Yes or no? Why? It's more than 4, more than 40. Okay, same example I'm using 3.5 and 42. Why no? It is and. Turnover is and. Okay, this is 4.2 crore. This is 38 crores. Is it a small company? Why no? Both should be satisfied 4 and 40. Okay, one more example. Capital is 4 crores, turnover is 40 crores. Is it a small company? Why yes? It is less than or equal to. That is up to 4 up to 40. 3 crore, 32 crores. Yes or no? Up to 4 up to 40. Understood? So like this example they will be asking. But I have to ask directly. ICI will not ask you directly. They will behave like a BCom student. They will go around the bush here and there. AB Limited, a listed company having turnover is this much, net worth is this much, paid up capital is this much, net profit is this much. Okay, they will give you full story. They will give you a lot of data. You have to ignore everything. You have to just check two data. What is the two data? Paid up capital and the turnover. Only two data you have to see. Okay, paid up capital and the turnover. Paid up capital is how much? Up to 4 crores. End turnover up to 40 crores. Okay. Now let's check the MCQ. So we are doing number 2. In case if in any chapter, okay, generally I will remember, but in case if in any chapter I forget to do the module, once we have completed the chapter, please remind me that we have to do the module. Okay. Roma, along with her 6 friends, wow, has incorporated Roma Trading Limited in May 2021. The paid up capital of the company is 2 crores. Further, in April 22, she noticed that in the last financial year, the turnover of the company was below 40 crores. Okay. Advice whether the company can be treated as a small company. Okay. Hold on. Let me read the MCQ first. Okay. So in the exam, ICA will not ask you direct MCQ. They will give these lengthy options. Okay. So ICA generally buys your time. They want you to waste the time. Okay. I hope you have got your conclusion. I do not know what is the conclusion. I have not understood the question. Use. Let's read the options. A. Roma is a small company since the paid-up capital is 4 crores and the turnover has not exceed the 40 crores. Okay. Concept of small company is applicable only in case of a private company, OPC, and therefore, despite meeting the criteria of small company, it being a public company, it cannot enjoy the benefits of small company. Then, unlike a private company, OPC, which automatically becomes a small company as soon as it meets the criteria of small company, Roma being a public company has to maintain the norms applicable to company continuously for 2 years so that it will be treated as small company. If all the shareholders of Roma gave an undertaking to the ROC stating that this will not let the paid up capital and also a turnover exceed the limit applicable to small company in the next 2 years, then it can be treated as small company. So full time pass option they will give you. Tell me. Apple, ball, cat, dog. Apple, ball, cat, dog. What is the right answer? Ball. Everybody? Anybody? Any other answer other than B? Anybody? Madam is confused. Why you are saying it is not a small company? Why? Public company. To be a small company, you have to be what? Private company. Okay. So I would write to Kabi. Okay. We let's check the answer later on. Okay. Third. See the length of the MCQ. This much big is there? Huh? This much big. It is only one question. Welcome to C Enter. You wanted to do C na do. Now see. Abhilasha and Amrita. Oh. Have incorporated a not-for-profit private limited company which is registered under Section 8 of the Companies Act. One of the friends has informed that the company can be categorized as a small company because as per the PNL, the ending 31st March 22, its turnover was less than 40 crores and the capital was less than 4 crores. Advice, choose the option. Read all the option. What is the right answer? Why? Section 8 company. We just remember, Hus cannot be a small company. So they are giving the full story. Amrita and Abhilasha, whatever they want to, they can do it. Okay. But it is not a small company. So if your concepts are very much clear, you can easily answer the MCQ. And these all are 2 mark MCQ. All these lengthy MCQ are 2 mark MCQ. So 3 ka is C. Okay. Okay. So rest other concept I have not taught you, will do it later. Let's check the answer. This will do it later on. So our answer was 2 ka B, 3 ka C. It's 2 ka B, 2 ka B, 3 ka C, 3 ka C. Wow, what teaching! Nice, both are right, okay? Now, one more question. So it's a descriptive answer. MNP Private Limited is a company registered under Companies Act 2013, which has a paid up capital of 2 crore. Yend, I hope you understand the relevance of Yend. And a turnover of 60 crores. What are they asking? Explain the meaning of small company and examine the following. So it's a 4 mark or 6 mark exam question. Either 2 marks each or 3 mark each. The first question. Whether MNP can avail the status of small company? Yes or no? Why no? Turnover is exceeding 40 crores. Okay. Second question. What will be your answer? The turnover of the company is 30 crores. Yes or no? Yes, then it is a small company. Okay. Now imagine this question comes in the exam. So how would you write the answer? See, thank God it is a writing. It's not an oral exam. Okay. If it was an oral exam, you know your English. Okay. Grammar, so you have taken always in option. So it's a writing exam. So imagine if it comes in question number 3B. Okay. So I write 3B here. How do you present the answer? You can only use black pen in the exam. Okay, black ink. You can't write with blue ink. Okay, so you have no. It's I say ka rule, not my father ka rule. You have to follow that rule. as per. Okay, section 2 bracket 85. So in the exam you write directly only. Okay, don't write that clause 85 of section 2. In practical we read it that way, but for the exam write full section 285 of which act? Of Companies Act 2013. Small company means blah 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 blah. You write a definition. What is the definition? It is a type of a private company having a paid up share capital of up to 4 crores and turnover of up to 40 crores. Okay. Now, whenever you're writing numbers, figures basically, okay, you will put that in a box. This section number has to be in box. Act ka name you can underline. Okay. This becomes your point number 1. So here you are writing the theory. Okay. So whenever you're writing a theory, that has to be in point number 1. You will put in box section number. You will underline the act ka name. Wherever you're writing the data, important words like paid up, share capital, underline. Figures you write it in a box. Okay. Leave one line. I hope you will be filing the exam form. I mean, filling the exam form, you'll be paying the full fees. Okay. For both the groups, and there is no Paytm cashback on that. Okay. And in the exam hall, when you're writing, okay, write it very neatly, and it will give you full confidence when you raise your hand and say teacher supplement. It gives you full confidence. Your other fellow mates were writing in the class. Everybody would be shocked. Iski maa ka, what is he writing? Okay, it generally happens there. So half of the competition is out there only. Okay, raise your hand, take supplement, leave one line. Neatness has to be there. Boys, you know your handwriting. If it's something is not improved in like 18-20 years of your life, Abhishek Bansal can't do in 18-20 days. Okay, so your handwriting, though you know it. So what we can do is we can at least present the answer very well as compared to our handwriting. Like girls, they have a very beautiful handwriting. R is full ugly handwriting. Okay, so what we do, we present the answer very well. Leave the one line. Number 2. Okay, number 2, you will write leave 2 fingers space and write in the above case. In the above case will come from the question. MNP Private Limited is a company registered in the Companies Act having a capital of 2 crores, turnover of 60 crores. So I have just copied the question. Blah 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 blah. You copy the question. Okay. Then again you leave one more line. Number 3. Okay. You will write again leave 2 fingers space and write because of the above stated provision. Now they have asked you 2 questions, 1 and 2. So you will use this 1 and 2 only. If they're asking you A and B, you will use A and B only. See, paper checker is very much special. It's not your BCom exam, I'm telling you. It all depends on how well you present your answer. If they're asking you 1 and 2, so you will use number 1. Sorry, first one was no, right? First conclusion was no, it is not a small company because the turnover has increased. It's above 40 crores. Okay. Leave one line. Number 2, yes, it is a small company because the capital and the turnover is within the limits. So whatever you're writing, whatever conclusion you are giving, you will put that also as underline or put it in the box. It is not a small company. Yes, it is a small company. Now, if I am your paper checker, I will just see the important words. You have written the section number, you have written the data, you have given me the correct conclusion. If it's a 6 mark answer, I'll give you 4 marks. If it's a 4 mark answer, I'll give you 3 marks. Okay, done. This is the way you present the answer. Leave adequate spaces in between, like lining. Okay, leave line. There's no problem when you if you want to take a supplement, but the answer has to be very much presented. Understood? Now, few important tips. Like generally, if imagine my company ka spelling is wrong. Okay, so first I talk with regards to girls. Girls, no throwing sandal on my face. Okay, your entire law is pending. Today is the first day only. So what happens when you're a girl student? So they are writing with the black ink. They'll drop the pen, lift the pencil with the light hand. They will cancel like this. Okay. They will put a star somewhere here. And wherever their heart says, they will take the star. Either on the terrace, somewhere here, either on the basement. Okay. Now, if I am the paper checker, I have to see, oh, the student has cancelled it and she has put a star. And that star I have to search where it is. Either it is on the terrace or on the basement. Okay. If a boy student is writing the answer and if his spelling is wrong, full cancel he will do. Some people will add the word, for example, company I want to write, I'll write the company here. Someone will write company here. Someone put like this arrow, someone will put down ka arrow. Okay. So it is on your wish. I would advise you at least for starting 3-4 questions. Don't do scribbling. Don't do overwriting. See, it's a theory paper. Paper checker evaluates everything. Okay. The choice of first 30 marks will make your future, will decide your honeymoon, either at Mauritius or Dharavi. You understand what's Dharavi? So Dharavi is the most beautiful place in the entire Asia. It's a very beautiful place. You know what it is? It is Asia's largest slum. Slum. I stay there. Okay. Now, so don't overwrite, don't scribble it. Okay. If you think that company ka spelling is wrong, okay, when you read the answer, oh, my company ka spelling is wrong. You know the spelling is wrong. Leave it. Leave it now. See, if he reads that spelling, obviously he will again circle it and then again he will deduct the marks. But sir, what if he is not reading it only? See, because paper checker gets approximately 7 to 10 minutes to decide your future. Okay. Now, if you tell him, okay, if you're canceling it, if you're giving him a chance to bang, so he will bang only, na. Simple logic. I know the spelling is wrong. I know it, right? He do not know. What if she's a 32 page ka answer sheet? No, 36 page ka answer sheet is there. Okay, 36 page you have to fill. So in 36 page, obviously as a student, there has to be some mistake. So you know that you have done a mistake. Leave the mistake. See, when simple word is when you can't convince the examiner, confuse him. Simple, it is simple. So rather than doing overwriting, cancelling, you're giving him a chance to deduct the marks. He may or may not deduct, but 90% chance is that he will deduct the marks there. Okay. So I would simply advise you, if there, see, don't follow this in every word. Huh? Sir has taught spelling wrong, don't cancel. Full answer spelling wrong, company ka spelling wrong, small ka spelling also wrong. Sir taught us in the first class, no cancelling. See, if one or two words are there, you can skip that. See, eventually what will happen if he misses it, okay? So it's a bonus mark to you. He will not deduct mark. Anyways, if he catches it, obviously he will deduct the marks. Which eventually, if you are cancelling it, then also he will cancel it. So ignore that. Understood this part, okay? So make sure you write the answer very well. No cancellation, no scribbling. Now, girls, they have a very good habit of designing the answers, underlying it, like the Mehndi design, they do it. Okay, so they do all these boxes with pencil. But let me tell you, girls, pencil is waste because today's time the paper gets scanned. When the paper is scanned, pencil is not visible. So full underlined with the ruler. See, boys would do it directly only. This is my box. This is my box. This is underlined. Sir told to underline, 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 underline. Everything is important. So girls will do it with the ruler. They will make that box also with the ruler. It is waste by doing with pencil because when the paper are getting scanned because paper are checked digitally. So pencil is not visible. So whatever underline or boxing you are doing, it has to be done with black ink only. Black ink only. Understood? So all the answers when you're writing law ka paper will be divided in three parts. First would be the theory part. Leave one line. The second part would be the in the above case, that's you're copying the question. Third part would be your conclusion. Okay. Don't write conclusion but write conclusion. English medium students. I said don't write conclusion but write conclusion. The word. Don't write this word. See, paper checker knows the last part is your conclusion, but don't give him a force thing that also this is my conclusion. You have to read. You are not evaluating him. He is evaluating you. Okay. So make sure you take the choice of the questions very thoroughly when you're writing the first 3-4 questions. Like for example, question number 1 is the most difficult question on the paper, and that's obviously has to be the first question tough. Jump on to the last question, question number 5 and 6. Those are most easy questions. So first attempt that. You can easily change the order. But if you're writing question number 6, complete 6 at the first instance. Like 6 ka C you're writing, then 6 ka A, then 6 ka B. But completed question number 6 there only. Now, lot of kids, like what mistake they do? I am writing question number 3 first, so 3 ka B I have written. Okay. Now I want to write 3A. There's some space. Leave this space. Jump on to the next page. Now question number 3A. So you wrote something, 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 but then you realize that you have written wrong. What will you do? You will cancel it. What will you do? Please turn over. Page number 28. Smiley. Paper checker is not your relative. Okay? He will not come for you. You are forcing him to come to 28 page number. Hey, paper checker, come to 28. I don't want to write here. I'm writing on page number 28. He will not do struggle. See, today's time you can call for the papers. Like our time when we used to study, there was no rule of calling the papers. There was no rule only. So there was a myth or a reality we do not know. It was told that if you are not impressing the examiner in the like first 20, 30 marks, okay, he will not check all the paper. That was a reality or a myth we do not know. So our teachers used to teach us that, boss, if you're writing the paper, write 20, 30 marks so strong that you impress the paper checker. So he checks your full paper. So in our time, there was a full reality or a myth that people were like the papers were not checked completely only. At this time, today's time, it is you can call for the paper and you can send for paper for revaluation also if it is not corrected. In long back, 10 years back, there was no such rule only. So we have a habit of writing the correct things in the first 30, 40 marks. See, towards the end, you can write any nonsense also. Like last question, last two questions, if you want to write anything. But starting the 30, 40 marks, you have to impress the paper checker. Understood this much? Now, so our answer was MNP can avail the status small company. The first answer is no. Second answer was yes. Let's check the answer. No and yes. If you read the answer, MNP cannot avail the status of small company. No. Third one can avail the second one can avail the status of small company. So no and yes. Understood? So like this question will be asked in the exam. I have one more question for you. This is a question. You need to answer, okay? The information extracted from the audited FS of Smart Solution Private Limited as on 31st March 20 is as below. The paid up equity share capital is how much? People who have a problem like me, you can count. You need tens, 100,000, 10,000 lakh, 10 lakh. How much it is? 50 lakh. Divided into 5 lakh equity shares carrying voting rights of 10 each. There is no change in the paid up capital and thereafter. The turnover is you need tens, 100,000, 10,000 lakh, 10 lakh crore. How much it is? 2 crores. This is the correct data given. Now in ICE exam, what happens? Like this, comma, comma, they will do. How much it is? It is 2 crores only. But we generally, Indian students, okay, state board should have a habit of reading. You need tens, 100, comma, 1,000, 10,000, comma, lakh, 10 lakh, comma, crore, 10 crores, right? Comma. But in the exam, they will do like this. So please be very specific, very clear. See, C exams are not tough, but are tricky. So you have to be very, very clear when you're writing answer, okay? Now, it is further understood that a company called as Nice Software Limited, which is a public company, is holding 2 lakh equity shares fully paid up of Smart Solutions Private Limited. Okay. So till here is the question. This is the other part I have not taught you. I have not taught you this part. Okay. So there were two parts in the question. 8 mark question it was. Okay. First, you have to see whether Smart Solutions shall be deemed to be a small company whose significant shares are held by public company. Let's do this again. The company का name is Smart Solutions Private Limited. Okay. Smart Solutions Private Limited. The data what they have given is paid up capital is how much? How much it is? 50 lakhs. Turnover is how much? 2 crore. Okay, this is this much story on this page. Now when I turn the page, it is further understood that a company called as Nice Software Limited, which is a public company, is holding how many shares? 2 lakh shares of SSPL, Smart Solution. So the question they are asking is whether SSPL is a small company. This is the story. Like this, if your concepts are very much clear, you can answer this correctly. Tell me. First, let's check. To be a small company, first you have to be which company? Is SSPL a private company? Yes. Okay. There were two conditions. The paid up share capital should be less than or equal to 4 crores. The turnover should be less than or equal to. Is it less than 4 and 40? Yes or no? Yes. This is done. Then the agenda to give this data is, if you remember, there was one more line. Four types of company can never be small company: holding, subsidiary, section 8, and sorry, special act. Special act. Okay. This is not there. This is not there. They have given this data. What are they testing us? Holding and subsidiary. Holding and subsidiary. Now understand, I have taught you before the break. Now 50 lakh. So they have given the breakup also. 5 lakh shares of 10 each. Now you tell me, 5 lakh ka, at what percentage will become holding subsidiary? More than 50. So 5 lakh ka 50% will come at 2 lakh. At what number of shares? 2 lakh 50,000. How much are they holding? Are they holding subsidiary? They are not holding subsidiary. If they are not holding subsidiary, there is no relation of holding subsidiary. Can that smart solution be a small company? Yes or no? Yes. Understood now? So see, they are not asking you directly in the question. They had not written anywhere holding subsidiary. Your brain should start processing. They have given number of shares. They are holding in another company. So it is obviously holding subsidiary. Holding subsidiary becomes at what percentage? More than 50. Imagine if I say the figure is 2,50,000, then is it a small or it is not a small? Still it is a small, because holding subsidiary will become at what percentage? More than 50. If I twist the question, if I say it is 2,80,000, then it is a holding subsidiary. And if it is a holding subsidiary, then smart solution, is it a small company? No, then it is not a small company. Understood? So you need to understand the concepts very much clear that it is at more than 50%. The other half I have not taught you. When we do that concept, we'll come back again on this question. Understood how is the level of question? Okay. So we have done small company ka definition. Now let's do a government company ka definition also. Government company. Government company. Any example of a government company? BSNL. Very good. HAL. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. BH. BHEL. 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 ONGC is a corporation. It is not a company. Company, you have to also always remember the last name has to be ending with the word limited. It is also government, but it is a government corporation. What? Menel? ML? Memel? BEML. BEML is always called BEML. BEML. What is the name of BEML? Bharat Electronics M. Mumbai. LL London. Let's check the full form of BEML. Let us check. Madam was shouting something. What it was? Bharat Earth Movers Limited. He said electronic. Scam going in the class right now. Madam is correct. What electronic you're saying? It's Bharat Earth Movers Limited. Okay. Now listen. So at what percentage do you become a government company? Understand. In India, how many kinds of company you can form? What are the two types? Public or private. Now in that company, if minimum 51%, how much percentage? Minimum 51 percentage of paid up share capital carrying voting right is held by central government or state government or both. Partly by CG, partly by SG. Now, one second. At what percentage do we become holding subsidiary? Some madam shouting minimum 50%. Like a dog, I was barking. Okay. At what percentage do we become holding subsidiary? More than 50%. At what percentage do we become government company? Minimum 51%. Please scratch your bum. It is difficult, but we need to remember. Okay. Again, we do. At what percentage to become holding subsidiary? More than 50%. At what percent become government company? Minimum 51% held by CG or SG or both. Partly CG, partly SG. Okay. So it's basically the examples are bail, gale, sale, rail, tail, mail, jail, pale. All these are government company. Bail का full form? Bharat. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Electrics Limited. Bharat Heavy Electrics Limited. GAIL. Gas Authority of India Limited. SAIL. Steel Authority of India Limited. Okay. So if you want to identify a government company, so you will see all like big words. Bharat, Hindustan, India, Mahanagar, BSNL, MTNL. All these are like government company. We can never form a government company. See, you form either a private company or a public company. In that, if government is investing, how much percentage? Minimum 51%. Then that company becomes which company? Government company. That which becomes government company. Okay. Now listen. Please use a common sense. Let's evaluate. AB Limited. 52% is held by central government in my company. Who am I? It's not government, it's government company. Okay, government company. Now, every kid in India knows that I and baby are in deep relation. Yeah, baby limited. I have invested more than 50% in baby limited. Who am I? Holding company. Who's baby? Subsidiary company. Now, on reading this example, I have a question. You tell me, you're a genius. Is Baby Limited a government company too? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? No. Yes. No. No. Yes. Yes or no? No. Yes. Yes. Yes, it is a government company. Why? Who's the godfather for baby? Baby. Who am I? Government company. Because who's my godfather? Central government, because government is invested. So what will happen? Same logic. A equal to B. B equal to C. B cut. A equal to C. So baby limited becomes what? A deemed government company. Which company? Deemed government company. So directly government has not invested. Government has invested in AB limited, and AB limited has invested in the baby limited. So baby limited also becomes which company? Government company. Understood? Now understand the percentages. One second. Listen. Sorry. Understand the percentages for holding subsidy. What percentage do we check? More than 50%. For government company, what do we check? Minimum 51%. Okay, now see. I hope you understand this line. A subsidiary of a government company is also a government company. In our example, Baby Limited. Okay. The auditor of a government company is appointed by comptroller. What do you call this word? Comptroller and Auditor General of India. We call him as CAG or CAG, you can see. The word is not controller. The word is what? Comptroller. Comptroller and Auditor General of India. How many CAG do we have in India? CAG, CAG. One CAG. Do you know who's the CAG? CAG is a guy who audits all the government companies, government organization, government audit also is done by CAG only. To become a CAG, you have to be an IAS officer. It's not mandatory that you have to be a chartered accountant, you have to be an IAS officer. I'll show you who's the current CAG. Shri Girish Chandra Murmu. So he's a 1985 batch IAS officer. Yeah. I'll show his photo. What I've observed is he never laughs. He never smiles. You know, see this photo? This is some different uncle. Very serious guy. Very serious guy. Oh, see the mask. COVID uncle. Go Corona, go. Corona on the neck. There was one image of his. It's not here. So he's the CAG, okay? So all the government entity ka audit, like government companies, government corporation, even like central government, like Indian government, state government ka audit report pe he will be only signing. Who's he? CAG. The name is what? Girish Chandra Murmu. Don't write Girish Chandra Murmu, write CAG only, okay? So this much is the actual answer for a government company. At what percentage do we become a government company? Minimum 51% of paid up share capital is held by central government or state government or both. Okay. A subsidiary of a government company is also a government company. The auditor of government company is who? CAG. What is the full form of CAG, guys? Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Okay. Now, so actual answer is this much. There's one more point which we need to just read only for the purpose of MCQ. Just remember 3 months. 3 months. Okay. See, where the central government is a member of a government company. That means entire 51% is held by which government? Central government. Which government? Central government. The central government shall cause an annual report on the working and affairs of that company to be prepared within how many months? To be prepared within 3 months of its AGM. So, like for example, when central government has put the stake in the government company, that's government company will prepare an annual report. Okay, within how many months? 3 months. 3 months of the annual general meeting, and laid it before both the House of Parliament. When I say guys, both the House of Parliament means Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So it says that you have to prepare the report on the working of the company and you have to present within 3 months of the AGM. Okay, you imagine state government has invested. State government has invested. Only state government. So there you will present in front of both the House of State Legislature. Both the House of State Legislature. Both the House of State Legislature means civics. Have you studied something? Something. Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. Okay, if both the government is invested, so you will present at both the places. Both the places mean Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha also and Vidhan Sabha, Vidhan Parishad also. Within how many months? 3 months. The rule is same for 3 months. Okay. So it says where in addition to the CG, any SG is also the member. The state government shall cause a report to be prepared within 3 months of the AGM and laid before the House. House means which house? Both the House of the Parliament or both the House of State Legislature. Both the House means both the House of State Legislature means what? Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. So it's basically just remember that 3 months that you have to prepare a report and present it before the Parliament and the State Legislature. Within how many months? 3 months of the AGM. So it's just a point for MCQ. But the concept was here only, this much. Did you become a government company at which percentage? Minimum 51. Holding subsidiary? Maximum more than 50%. Understood? Good. Please check this definition. Holding and subsidiary. Do you know this or no? Read it. By any chance, do you know this definition? At what percent you become holding subsidiary? More than 50%. Or if you control the composition of board of directors. Do you understand this S company of S company is the S of H company? Subsidiary is a subsidiary of the main holding company. In an example, what was the example? AB, baby, Santa. So Santa is a subsidiary of the main holding company. Then, if the holding company, along with its subsidiary company or subsidiary companies, holds how much percent? More than 50% of nominal value of the total voting power in another company. Banta wala example. Then another company will also become the subsidiary of main holding company. Understood? So whatever example is I have drawn, we'll be writing in the notes also. But have you understood the definition? So three definitions are very important here. We have learned small company ka definition. Small company has to be which company? Private company. Where the capital is maximum 4 crores and turnover maximum 40 crores. Understood this much? Now when we talk about holding subsidiary, more than 50%. When we talk about government company, minimum 51%. Understood? Let's do one more definition, then we'll be writing in the notes. This is India. This is modern art. You will not understand. Okay. Now listen. If a company is incorporated in Bangalore, okay, they are doing business in Bangalore. They're which company? Indian company, or you can say domestic company. Okay. Company which is incorporated in Bangalore, doing business in London. Incorporated in Bangalore, doing business in London. Which company? Indian company, domestic company. Okay. Now my question is, what is a foreign company? Company incorporated, company incorporated outside India. Company incorporated and doing business activity in India. And doing any business activity in India is called as which company? Foreign company. Now imagine. So my wife, she's born and brought up in London. So baby, incorporation. She is born and brought up in London. She came to India. She saw me. Hungry India, poor India. I saw her, she saw me. I said her, whatever we do together now. Okay, everything. Now, we thought of doing business, okay, of selling vada pav in Mumbai. Now, incorporated in London, having a place of business in India, okay, and doing business in India. Which company? Which company? Foreign company. So, to become a foreign company, the section number is 2, clause number is 42. It says, first, you have to be incorporated outside. That's the first rule. Incorporated outside India. Having a place of business established either through itself or through agent, whether physically or electronically, and having any, okay, place of business established either through itself or through agent, whether physically or electronically, and conducting any conducting any business activity in India. So there are 3 points to the definition. My first definition of point says it has to be incorporated outside India and having a place of business. When I say place of business, it basically means a shop, go down, a mall, some store where you're doing some business. Established either through itself or through agent, whether physically or electronically, and conducting any business activity in India. So when I say physically, that means you have a proper shop, store, go down, mall where you're doing the business. When I say electronically, guys, electronically means how will you do the business? Online, either website or through app. Okay. So if you follow first definition and second and third, then you are a which company? Foreign company. As per which section number? 242 of which act? Companies Act. Year 2013. So you have to be incorporated outside India, having a place of business in India, and conducting any business activity in India. Understood? Now, Izan, he is incorporated in Uganda. Uganda means it's a place in Africa. You will see people like Jingalala Ho Ho. Yeah. Now, so when you get down at Africa airport, you have to take second left, third right. Okay, you will see a village called as Uganda. It's a proper village. Now, Izan born and brought up in Uganda. He came to India, Bangalore. He saw that okay, there are huge business opportunity of selling idli and vade. Izan company was incorporated in Uganda. They came to Bangalore. They're doing business here, selling outside Yeshas Academy, Jayanagar. Okay, idli vade. Is Izan Limited a foreign company? Yes or no? Incorporated outside India, having a place of business in India, and doing any business in India. It is which company, guys? Foreign company. Which company? Foreign company. Then they have to bring, if you're a foreign company, you have to take some scrap. What do you have to take? Some scrap, okay? To the ROC of New Delhi. Which ROC, guys? ROC of New Delhi. Like foreign company in the entire country, wherever you're doing business, for you, the ROC will always be ROC of New Delhi. Which ROC? ROC of New Delhi. Now, what is this scrap? We do it from the notes. Okay. Now, see, foreign company is a company which is incorporated in a country outside India under law of that other country and has established a place of business in India, either by itself or through agent, whether physically or through electronic mode, and it conducts any business activity in India. So, if you follow all these words, then you're which company? Foreign company. Now, every foreign company which establishes a place of business in India must within 30 days establishment of such place of business file with ROC of New Delhi in form number FC1. Which form number, guys? FC1. FC ka full form? Foreign Company 1. FC1. So all this when the book come will be writing in the notes, okay? FC1. So the code is scrap. Now what is scrap? S. You will give the list of directors and secretary. What will you give? List of directors and secretary with their name, address and nationality. So details of directors and secretary. In India, what are the two main important documents on which company is standing? MONAOA. In India, we call them MOA. In outside India, we do not know what they call. So it says certified copy of charter. MOA in English. Which language, guys? In English language. Now imagine if the company is income in Uganda, all the MOA and AWA, they will be in which language? Ugandi. Like we have Punjab, Punjabi, Gujarati, Uganda, Ugandi. Do you understand Ugandi? No, you don't understand English also. How will you understand Ugandi? So law says if it is not in English, then a certified translation thereof. You have to convert them into which language? No, in English only. It is there in Uganda. You have to convert them into English. R. Full address of registered or principal office. My question is India ka address या Uganda address? Registered address means which address? India or Uganda? Uganda. Okay. Then A. Name and address of a person who is authorized to accept service of documents. Imagine Izan came to India, he started the company, he went back to Uganda, and they have defaulted. The company have defaulted. Now ROC want to give some documents. So you tell me, will ROC go to Uganda? No, he is very much scared there. What if these people catch him and make him the king? Uganda king. Okay. So ROC says, I will not come to Uganda. I will be here only. So this company have to give a person ka name in India who will be authorized to accept the documents. So if ROC gave the document to that person, it is assumed that they gave it to the company itself. Okay. That A is called as authorized person. P. Address of principal place of business in India. This is business ka address, India ka address. So you have to give this scrap. To which ROC? ROC of New Delhi. Which ROC? ROC of New Delhi. What is S? Details of director and secretary. C. Certified copy of charter. Mahua hua. In which language? If not in English, then translated copy. R. R is what? Registered address. India का address या foreign address? Foreign address. A. Authorized person. What will you say? A is authorized person resident in India. P. Place of business in India. Again we do scrap. S. Directors and secretary का details. C. Charter. Mahua hua. In which language? English. If not in English, then translated copy. R. Registered or principal office. India or foreign? Foreign. A is called as what? Authorized person in India. And P is what? Place of business in India. Understood this much? Okay. So I'm not teaching you in depth foreign company ka definition right now. There are a lot of other things also because we have a proper chapter of foreign company. Okay. So I think on day 4 or day 5 we'll be doing foreign company chapter. At that time we'll go into deep. But have you understood the background of foreign company? Incorporated, having a place of business in India, and doing any business in India. So three conditions are there. How do you define Indian company? How do you define Indian company? Incorporated in India and doing business anywhere. You are a Indian company. How do you define foreign company? Incorporated outside India. Having a place of business in India and doing any business in India. Okay. I have a question. A company is incorporated in London. They are doing business in London. Incorporated in London, doing business in London. Which company it is? It is not a company as per Companies Act. Understand? Companies Act is applicable. Something about India is we have spoken. Domestic company may we say company incorporated in India. Then you are a domestic company, Indian company. Foreign company may incorporated outside India but having a place of business in India. That's a mandatory condition. If a company is incorporated outside India, they are doing business outside India only. Will come India ka Companies Act be applicable? No. So you'll say it is not a company as per Companies Act. Understood? Because Companies Act 2013 will not be applicable. It will be applicable something about India is spoken. Okay. So in one exam, they have asked a question: company incorporated in Singapore, doing business in Australia. Is it an Indian company? Is it a foreign company? No, it is not a company as per Companies Act. Understood? So we stop here. Open your notes. We'll be writing now. Okay. Before we write, can you read this definition? Did we do this? Please check. Please read it once quickly. Have I taught you correct things? Let's quickly recall who are the relatives. First, who was the relative? Husband and wife were papas. Papa ki pari. Wait. First one is husband and wife. Second, members of HAF. Third, others. Others may first one. Nasha, papa. Then mamas. Then brothers. Then sisters. Sons, wife, daughter, and daughter's husband. Section number 277. Okay, section number is 277. See, being the first date is little difficult, but over the time when we recall again, it will go into your head. Okay. Have you opened your notes? Give the heading as Companies Act. Companies Act, first chapter right there. Preliminary. Spelling of preliminary, even I don't know. Copy this. This is the spelling. Chapter 1, preliminary. Right, point number one. Okay, right, the weightage there 4 to 6 marks. Preliminary weightage 4 to 6 marks. 4 to 6 marks. Right, the first point. Companies Act 2013 is applicable to is applicable to whole of India. Companies Act 2013 is applicable to whole of India dash section 1 dash section 1. Number 2, definitions. Definitions dash section 2. I hope you guys are not writing in BCom ka book. Foundation kids not in foundation law book, okay? Please buy 20 rupees ka new notebook and write there, okay? So close to 220 pages we write. If you accumulate 220, 200 pages approximately, depending upon your handwriting. Okay. In definitions, write point number 1, relative. Relative dash section 277. 277. Now copy from the screen. I hope you remember the diagram. Husband, wife, members of HF, then others, then you copy. Finish. Anybody writing? Please underline that daughter. Daughter. It is ter. Copy number two, holding and subsidiary. Holding and subsidiary. Full time pass you guys can do, huh? One second, huh? There's something written as wholly owned subsidiary. At what percentage do we become subsidiary? More than 50. Now, if I invest 100% in another company, that becomes my wholly owned subsidiary. So, normal subsidiary becomes at more than 50. And when you invest 100%, like when you buy 100% shares of that company, that becomes your wholly owned subsidiary. So, the question is on wholly owned subsidiary, the percentage is 100%. Okay, copy. तुझ में सर कुछ है के दिखता नहीं मगर please underline that more than 50%. That's the most important point. More than 50%. कुछ है के दिखता नहीं मगर कुछ है फिदा हूँ मैं तो एक नजर बस एक नजर बस एक नजर तक के ये कहती तो ये घर अब और घर दिल संग तेरे लग के सही मुझको गलत तुझ में अगर कुछ है अलग तुझ में सब कुछ done. Anybody still writing? Done. Shall I scroll? Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love it when you let it go. Only know you get high when you feel. Only make the road when you're missing home. Only know you love it when you and you let her go. अब ऐसा ना करो कि दिल जुड़ ना पाए वापस तेरी बातों से बिखर जाऊंगा. That word is fiduciary. That means trustee capacity. Will never be counted. If it's a pure investment, then only you count in 50%. If you are holding the shares on behalf of them, like in a trustee capacity, you will not count it. Okay. Manish. बारे में भी बस इतने में समझ जाऊं हाँ एक दिन anybody writing right part लगता मुझे done. Now third definition will come, right? Next one is third, right? Third one is private company.
ಬೆಡ್ ಕಟ್ತೀಯಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಟೈಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪಾತ್ರೆ ತೊಳಿತಾರಂತ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪವರ್ ಬೂಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹುಣಸೆಯ ಶ್ರಿಂಪ್ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ಜಿಗುಟನ್ನು ಕಿತ್ತೊಗೆಯುತ್ತದೆ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಪಾತ್ರೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನೀಡುತ್ತೆ ಹೊಳಪು ನಾನು ಪಾತ್ರೆ ತೊಳಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ
ಮತ್ತು ನಾನು ನಿನಗಾಗಿ ತೊಳಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ.
ಫ್ರಿಲ್ ಪಾತ್ರೆಗಳು ಹೊಳೆಯುತ್ತವೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು ಕೂಡ
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಶಿವ ಅಂತ ಇವಳು ನೀಲ ಅಂತ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಎಂತ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ಇದು ನಮ್ದೇ ಜನ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಡ್ಸ್ಬೋದ ಸಿಂಗಾರ ಸಿರಿಯೇ ಅಂಗಾಲಿನಲೆ ಬಂಗಾರಗೆ ಗಾಂಧಾರಿಯಂತೆ ಕಣ್ಮುಚ್ಚಿ ಹೊಂಗಲ ಸರಸ ಛಾಯೆ
Done. Done, everybody?
ಶಿವ
ರಾಂಪ ಅದು ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಚಂದಮಾಮ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಮಾತಾಡುವ ಮಂದಾರವೇ ಗಣಿಸಬೇಡ
ನಾನೇತಕ್ಕೆ ನಿನಗೇಳಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಯ್ಯ ತುಂಬ ಕಣ್ಣೀರೇ.
ಮನದಾಳದ ರಸಮಂಜರಿ ರಂಗೆ
ಬಿಸು ಮಾತಿನ ತಂದ್ಯಾವಳಿ ಆಕಾಶವಾಣಿಯಾಗಿದೆ
ಸಂಜೆಯ ಕೆನ್ನೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಬದಲಾಗಿದೆ ನಾಚಿಕೆಗೊಳ್ಳು ಮನದ ಮಗು ಹಠಮಾಡಿದೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಕೊಂಗಾಟ
ಚಳಿ ಹೇಳುತ್ತಿದೆ
ಸಿಂಗಾರ ಸಿರಿಯೇ ಅಂಗಾಲಿನಲೆ ಬಂಗಾರಗೆ ಗಾಂಧಾರಿಯಂತೆ ಕಣ್ಮುಚ್ಚಿ ಹೊಂಗಲ ಸಾರಸ ಛಾಯೆ
ಟೈಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ
ರೆಡ್ ಬಸ್ ಲೈವ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ರೆಡ್ ಬಸ್ ಬಸ್ ಬುಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾತ್ರವಲ್ಲ, ಲೈವ್ ಬಸ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿ. ಬಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಡ್ ಬಸ್.
ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಡ್ಬರಿ ಇದೆ.
ಹೊರಗೆ ಕುಕಿ, ಒಳಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಡ್ಬರಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಡ್ಬರಿ ಚಾಕೋಬೇಕ್.
മേഘം പൂക്കൾ പെയ്യുന്നേ ഒന്നാവാ ഞാനെന്നേ നെഞ്ചിൽ തോരും പ്രണയ പ്രപഞ്ചമിതാ ദർശനം Thank you, Arun. No.
എന്നെ കുറിച്ച് എന്താ ഫീൽ ചെയ്യുന്നത് അറിയാൻ എനിക്ക് താല്പര്യം.
അരുൺ, എനിക്ക് ആലോചിക്കണം.
അതിനെ ഒരുപാട് സമയം എടുക്കരുത് പ്ലീസ്. ദർശനം ഈ മുടി കെട്ടിയിടുണ്ട്, അടിച്ചിട്ട് നോക്ക്. മുടി അടിച്ചിട്ട് അതിന്റെ കാണാൻ അടിപൊളി.
നീ പോകും വഴിയിൽ വരും കാത്തു നിന്നു ഒരു നോക്കു നൽകാതെ കണ്ണി ഓർക്കുന്ന നേരം ധനരാണ് നെഞ്ചിൽ മറുവാക്കു ചൊല്ലാത്തതിന്റെ ഏതു ആഴത്തിൽ മൂടി വെച്ചാകും മനസ്സു തേടി എത്തുന്നു നിന്റെ ഞാൻ ദർശന
Finest writing.
ಬೆಳಗೆದ್ದು ಯಾರ ಮುಖವನ ನೋಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅದೃಷ್ಟ ಮುಂದೆ ಕುಂತಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಕಂಡ ಕನಸು ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೈಟ್ ಇಂದು ಬಣ್ಣವಾಗಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಕವನ ಬರೆಯೋ ಗಮನ ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ಮೂಡಿದೆ ಕನಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಿ ಬಂತು ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೆ ಮುಕ್ತಾಡಿ ಕಿಚ್ಚಿ ಕುಳಿತಾಳೆ ಕನಸಲ್ಲಿ
Body writing.
ಕುಳಿತಾಳೆ
ಇದೇನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ?
ಹೌದು. ಏನ್ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
ನಿಮ್ ರೂಮು?
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಲ್ಕನಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ನನ್ ರೂಮು.
ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಬಾಲ್ಕನಿಗೆ ಆವಾಗ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ?
Done. Fifth definition.
ಹಲೋ, ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು? ಇವರು ಸಾನ್ವಿ ಜೋಸೆಫ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಾ, ಹಾಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಿಗ್ನೇಚರ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹಾ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ದಾರಿ ಕಟ್ಟುವ ಖಯಾಲಿ ಅಡ್ಡಾದಿಟ್ಟಿ ಹೋಗೋದು ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ಸಪ್ಪೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಹಾಡೊಂದು ಹಾಡುವ ವಿಧಾನ ಕಾದು ಕೇಳೋ
ಪ್ರೀತಿನೇ ಮಜದ ಹಿಡದನುತ್ತಿರೋ ಬೆಸುಗೆ ಸೆರೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರೋ ಸಲಿಗೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಸುತ್ತ ಸುಳಿಯೋ ಆಸೆಗೀಗ ಆಯಸ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಕಳೆಯೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಷಣವು ಕಲ್ಪನೆಗೂ ಮೀರಿದೆ ಕನಸಲ್ಲೇ ಅರರರರೆ ಬಳಿ ಬಂದು ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೆ ಅಯ್ಯಯ್ಯಯ್ಯೋ ಕಚ್ಚಿ ಕುಳಿತಾಳ ನಾನೇ
Finding
ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ ನೀವು ನಮಗೂ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಕುಡಿತಾಳ
you're writing. Okay. Fifth one, right?
ಯಾಕೆನಾಯ್ತು ರೋಗಿ ಬಯಸಿದ್ದು ನರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದು ಎರಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಓಕೆ
Done? Sixth definition, government company. तू मेरा कोई ना कि भी कुछ लागे तू मेरा कोई ना कि भी कुछ लागे जब भी तू लिया के भी सवेरों का मेरे तू सूरज लागे तू मेरा कोई ना भी कुछ लागे अपना बना लिया अपना बना लिया अपना बना ले मुझे अपना बना लिया अपना बना लिया अपना बना लिया तू बसा लिया Anybody writing? जुबानियां तेरी झूठी भी सच लागे तू मेरा कोई ना भी कुछ लागे अपना बना ले अपना बना ले मुझे अपना बना ले ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಬರ್ತ್ಡೇ Sixth we wrote, right?
ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ
ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ವಾಸನೆ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಹೂವಿನ ಪ್ರತಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಹೂಗಳ ಸುಗಂಧ
ಇದನ್ನು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ
ಹೊಸ ವೇಲ್ನ ನೆಂಬೆಗಳ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಳೆಯನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದು ಸಾವಿರ ಹೂಗಳ ಸುಗಂಧ ನೀಡುತ್ತದೆ ಸುದೀರ್ಘ ತಾಜಾತನ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೊಕ್ಕೆ ತನ್ನಿ.
Finish writing. Balcony boys, this side. Good.
मुझे इतना बताए कोई कैसे तुझसे बताए कोई रब्बा ने तुझको बना खाली चोरियां काजल की स्याही से है तूने जाने कितनों की लव स्टोरिया केसरिया तेरा इश्क है तेरा सारा केसरिया तेरा वाला
Finish 7. Now listen. Till 7th I have taught you. I think. Have you finished this? Anybody writing? Listen. 8th. Let me first teach you. Then you copy it. Hold on. First, let me just teach you. So 8th is basically your net worth. Important definition asked twice in the exam, back to back attempt. We'll be doing a question on that also. So when you are supposed to calculate a net worth of a company, so as per Companies Act, you say you first take paid up share capital, then you add free reserves, then you add securities premium, then you add credit balance in P&L account. If there's a debit balance, you will minus it. Let's reduce it. Okay, you'll get a figure. Less accumulated losses. If there's in a question, any deferred expenses and any miscellaneous expenses not written off. This three you will minus. On doing all this time pass, you will get something called as net worth. Okay. Now in two attempt, they had given the extract of the balance sheet. With this data was there, some other data was also there, just to give you confusion in the exam. You are supposed to just concentrate on these words what we have written here, and you are supposed to calculate net worth. In that question, it was I think 6 mark ka question. First, you were supposed to calculate net worth, and the other half of the question was something else, where net worth was very much important. So that was basically on CSR. You know what CSR? Corporate social responsibility. In that, it becomes applicable when the net worth is about some amount. Okay, so they had not given that amount. You were supposed to calculate that amount. That amount was net worth only. Okay, so let's again do the formula. It is paid up capital plus free reserves plus securities premium plus credit balance in P&L account minus debit balance if there's any debit balance. Okay, less accumulated losses, deferred expenses, miscellaneous expenses not written off. Now in the question, if they have given these three reserves, you have to ignore. What are the three reserves? We call them as DER. What do we call them as? DER. D, depreciation reserve, A, amalgamation reserve, R, revaluation reserve. Three reserves are there. Which reserves? Depreciation reserve, A, amalgamation reserve, R, revaluation reserves. Okay. It says reserve created out of revaluation of assets, write back of depreciation, amalgamation shall be ignored while calculating the net worth. So if in the exam, if there's three words, if you find it, no adding, no minusing, nothing, just ignore it. Ignore it. Okay. The code is DER. What is D? Depreciation reserve. A, amalgamation reserve. R, revaluation reserve. Revaluation reserve. Okay. So this was the formula. Question number 8. Hold on. Now I have a question for you guys. One second. So this question is of May 23. Okay, May 23. This is the question. Okay. Now, so it's a 6 mark ka question. The other part was on CSR. 3 mark was net worth, 3 mark was CSR. So when we do CSR ka concept, we again will come back on this question. But right now, first calculate the net worth. Okay. So how is the question? See, this is actual paper of the ICA. The aggregate paid up capital of so and so company was 200 crore divided into 20 crores equity shares of 10 each at the year of 21-22, having its registered office at Mumbai. The company has been registered with an authorized share capital of 300 crore divided into 30 crore equity shares of 10 each. The extract of balance is given below. So they have given authorized capital, paid up capital, free reserves out of profits, sec prem account, credit balance, reserves out of reval, miscellaneous expenses not written off. Okay. Now this full time pass they have given. Ignore the other part, okay, because that is all about CSR. Okay, so you are supposed to calculate the net worth for me using this data. The other part is on CSR. I'm not doing that right now because we have not done the concept. Okay, just calculate the net worth for me. Calculate. I need the answers. You can use Calci. You can use a mobile phone. Okay. What answers you are getting? It's okay even if it's wrong. Please share your answers with me. Somebody is saying 520. Somebody is saying what? 720. 720. Okay. 721. 722. Any other answer? 533. Somebody saying 530, 531, 532. Sold? That's it? Okay. Somebody said 720. 720 guy, who was there? You are correct, my friend. 720, 720. Where are you? How do you got 720? Adding all? Adding all. Minusing miscellaneous expenses not written off. You have to do. 300, 200 is 500, 700, 780, 780 plus 50, 830 plus 25 also. So tell me that, you have to ignore that, okay? Once again, 5, 7, 780, 830 minus 10 will give you 820. How you got 720, my friend? I told you to use calci in the morning only. I told you, please use calci. Your maths is horrible and super horrible it is. If I go by your logic, you have to add. But your addition is wrong. Welcome to CA Inter Singham. Uncle, how you got 720? Either my maths is wrong or your maths is wrong. 722 is wrong. Who got 530? 530. You said 530. Heart change, full emotions change in like 2 minutes. You shouted 530, 530. Girls never trust boys also, okay? They can switch like this, okay? How you got 520? Please explain. You didn't separate miscellaneous expenses. One second, you add paid up share capital, free reserve, securities premium, credit balance in PNL. Okay, now you're separating this 10. Okay. What you have to do of authorized capital? Ignore. Why you want to add authorized capital? Uncle, you're a graduate? How? What, my friend? Authorized is only for ignorance. There is a maximum capital. See, authorized of no use in the exam. So always you have to ignore authorized capital. So they have given data not just because they want you to add. They are doing it because there's a confusion there. So you have to ignore authorized capital. You start from paid up capital. You add everything. You have to ignore this also, reval wala. Okay. And miscellaneous expenses you have to minus. So after doing full time pass, how much will you get? 520. You'll get how much? 520. Understood? Now. So 520 is correct. So this question came in May 23. I think in the next paper, one second. Yeah, this is November 23. In November 23 also they ask the same question. Now if you see the length of the question, it starts on this page, okay? This half. Next page full. Next page full. Yeah. 2.5 page ka question was there. But it is same question. Same question of the previous attempt only, May 23, okay? But little 2 mark ka twist. So if you read, see, ICI will buy your time, okay? They'll give you full story. The company, Herbal Wellness Product Limited, was registered in April 18 with an authorized capital of authorized capital hula. All this is like kassa. The aggregate value of paid up capital. For us, paid up capital is important. Paid up capital is 200 crores divided into 20 crores of 10 each. At the end of the year 22-23. The extract of the balance sheet is given as below. Okay. Now, so paid up capital 20 crore. So I will write somewhere here paid up capital 20 crores. No. Oh, sorry, 200 crores. I'll write there 200 crores. Understand the logic of ICA. Purposefully, they give half data on the left side, half data on the right side. If they wanted, they could have finished, they could have reduced the font size and put the question together. They do it purposefully. Some data they will put it on the left side so that the student forget it or student does the mistake purposefully. It's all intentional game, okay? Half data they have given here. Calculate the net worth. The same question. How much is the answer? How? 200 plus 200, 400 plus 70, 470 plus 60, 530. You ignore this minus 20. 510. Same answer it is. Here there was 80, I think, in the previous question. Here it was, I think, 10. Understood? Same time pass. Imagine May 23, November 22, back to back same question. So solving past paper will give you immense confidence in all the subject. People will say things are not repeated. See, I'm not saying it is repeated. The figures are changed, the company ka figure, but the pattern is same. You are supposed to calculate the net worth and then you will move on to CSR. So when we do CSR ka concept, we'll again do this both the questions. But have you understood the logic? So see, it's all about mindset. So if you are very much clear in the concept, whatever question they ask, you can get it right. Cool. Chalo. Copy net worth. Copy net worth.
In the Barbie world, black and plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, get me everywhere. Imagination, that is your creation. Wait నా డ్రైవర్ నా డ్రైవర్
ಬೇಬಿ ಸೀಟ್ಸ್ ಕಂಫರ್ಟಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊ ನಾನ್ ಬೇಬಿ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸುಖವಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು.
ಬೇಬಿ ರೆಡ್ ಬಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ರಿವ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬಸ್ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಬರೀ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಬಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಫರ್ಟಬಲ್ ಸೀಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಸಿಕ್ತು.
ರೆಡ್ ಬಸ್ ಬಸ್ ಬುಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ರಿವ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಬಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಡ್ ಬಸ್.
कैसे तू गुनगुनाए मुस्कुराए छोटी मोटी बातों पे मुंह फुलाए ये नजाकत मेरी आदत पास मुझे लाए नादानिया नादानिया खींचे मुझे नादानिया 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 पागल करे तेरी हर अदा शामों सुबह मैं तेरी याद करूं तेरे ख्यालों से मैं बात करूं तेरे नजर में ये कैसा नशा तेरी आवाज में ये कैसा सुकून के सारे इशारों पे बस तेरा ही नाम है कैसे तू गुनगुनाए मुस्कुराए छोटी मोटी बातों पे मुंह फुलाए ये नजाकत मेरी आदत पास मुझे लाए नादानिया नादानिया खींचे मुझे नादानिया 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 पागल करे तेरी हर अदा आजा पास मेरे लिखे 100 कहानियां तू जो साथ मेरे लग जहाँ पालिया तेरी सांसों में भी तू हर पल मेरा तेरी आँखों में भी हर पल मेरा कभी होना नहीं तो जाने जा जरा पास तू आ फिर से दोहरा दिल के सारे इशारों पे बस तेरा ही नाम है नादानिया नादानिया खींचे मुझे नादानिया 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 पागल करे तेरी हर जगह
ये नेपोलियन अलेक्जेंडर जेंगिस को घोड़ों पे बिठाया और हमें एक साथ टी पार्टी में।
उस मरी का आइडिया होगा। लेते
Oh, I cannot explain. Every time it's the same. Oh, I feel very free. take my heart. I've been lonely too long. Oh, I can't be so strong. Take a chance, fall back, take my heart. I need you so. There's no time. I'll let go. Sherry lady, going through a bunch. Where you find it, listen to your heart. Sherry lady, living in the voice. So it's like the first shot. Let's take your heart. Start today, start tomorrow. Listen to your heart. Left goal, right goal.
Shall I scroll? Right. Copy 10, 11, 12, 13. I have not taught you, just copy the notes. Okay. When you're writing 10th, you have to write refer question 5 also. Page 32 main book. There's a question, we'll do it later on. Okay.
By long-term relationship, I meant.
Lifetime supply of my pineapple key.
Right.
Guess it was a good move making it on our first date.
It was pretty smooth making it today.
ಜೊತೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಕಥೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸಾಲು ಜೀವಿಸಿದೆ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಕಥೆ ಬೇರೊಂದು ಲೋಕ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಹೀಗೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳುವ ಸೂಚನೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ನಿನ್ನದೊಂದು ಯೋಚನೆ ಇಬ್ಬರಲ್ಲ ಬರೀಗ ನಾನೆಂದು ನಿನಗರ್ಪಣೆ ನೀನಾದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ನನ್ನ ಕಥೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸಾಲು ಜೀವಿಸಿದೆ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಕಥೆ ಬೇರೊಂದು ಲೋಕ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸಿದೆ La 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 la.
Items of cost for companies under section 40.
ನಗುವ ನಯನ ಮಧುರ ಮೌನ ಮಿಡಿವ ಹೃದಯ ಹಿರಿಮಾತೆಗೆ
ಹೊಸಭಾವಿದು ರಸಕಾರಿದು ಇದ ಹಾಡಲು ಕಲಿಬೇಕೆ ನಗುವ ನಯನ ಮಧುರ
ಮೌನ ಮಿಡಿವ ಹೃದಯ ಹಿರಿಮಾತೆಗೆ
Anybody writing?
ನಿಂಗಾಗಿ ಹೇಳುವೆ ಕಥೆ ನೂರನು ನಾನಿಂದು ನಗಿಸುವೆ ಈ ನಿನ್ನನು.
ಕಿರುನಗೆಯಲು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಹೊಂಗಲಕ್ಷಣ
ಜೊತೆಯಾಗಿ ನಡೆವೆ ನಾ ಮಳೆಯಲು ಬಿಡದಂತೆ
Sorry for the interruption. Hold on. No, sir. Question number 14. I think 10, 11, 12, 13 is pending for my to be teaching. I'm teaching you 14 right now. It says financial statement. Hold on. I hope you understand the difference in books of accounts and financial statement. There are two things, books of accounts and financial statement. What do you mean by the word books of accounts? Example of books of accounts, where each and every transaction is recorded. Okay. So books of accounts include what all? Details of income and expenditure, details of assets and liabilities, details of purchase and sales, and items of cost for companies under section 140. Graduates, you must have studied cost sheet, I think, in costing, right? Okay, so you'll learn in intermediate also when costing syllabus starts. So cost sheet, cost records, bin card ledger, material ledger, labor ledger. So all labor records, all those are called as cost records. So your journal, your ledger, your bank book, your passbook, your trial balance, all those are called as books of accounts. Okay. Now when we talk about financial statement, out of books of accounts, we prepare the financial statement. Okay. Like when I say we prepare, basically company prepares the financial statement. Now, when we talk about financial statement, it comprises of five things. First one is basically balance sheet. Second one is P&L. Okay, for section 8 companies, we say income and expenditure. 12th standard, I mean foundation kids, you must have heard about NPO chapter. So you don't write profit and loss account, you write there income and expenditure. It's the same only. Like in normal companies, we say profit and loss. There we say surplus and deficit, if you remember little. Okay. Third one is called as cash flow statement. Fourth is notes to account. Fifth is called as SOKI. What is the full form of SOKI? Statement of changes in equity. So your five things comprise of financial statement. What are the five things? Balance sheet, P&L, cash flow, notes to account, and SOKI. Again we do balance sheet, P&L, cash flow, notes to account, and SOKI. Okay. Then there's a point called as cash flow statement is not applicable to DOS. What will you say? Cash flow statement is not applicable to DOS. What is DOS? D is dormant company. O is OPC. Okay. S is what? Small company. One more S is what? Startup private company. Startup private company. Okay. So in the exam, this answer is also important. They generally play on the cash flow wala point, and they will not ask you direct question. They will give you a figure. For example, ABP Limited paid up share capital is 2 crore, turnover is 32 crore, net worth is 5 crore. They have not prepared cash flow statement. They have not prepared cash flow statement. Are they correct? They have not prepared cash flow statement. Are they correct? Yes or no? Why yes? See, firstly, they have given some waste data, Gujri data, Charandi data, Kassa data. What is that data? Which one is waste? Net worth. I have not taught you anything regarding net worth right now. Till today, whatever I have taught you, net worth is irrelevant data. So ICI, see, you are not a favorite student of ICI. ICI want you to fail. Then only they will earn money, right? So they will give you waste data first. So first you have to ignore the waste data. Now they're talking on cash flow statement. So you need to understand cash flow statement is not applicable to which company? No, it is DOS. The code is what? DOS. What is D? Are they talking anything about dormant? No. What is O? They are not talking about OPC also. What is S? One is small, other one is what? Startup private company. They have not spoken about startup private company. They have not written the word startup. Till the time they don't write startup, you should not never ever assume it is a startup company. Okay. Now there's something asking about small company. If you remember small company ka definition, what is the definition? It has to be a private company where the capital is less than or equal to 4 crore. Is it less than equal to in this question? Yes. And turnover is less than or equal to? Is it less than 40 crores? Yes. So is it a small company? If you are a small company, you are exempted, you are benefited out that you are not supposed to prepare what? Cash flow statement. They have not prepared cash flow statement. Have they complied or contravened? Complied means follow, contravened they have not followed it. Have they followed or not followed? They have followed the law. They have complied the provision of law. There is no contravention. There is no mistake of the company. Understood? They will not directly write the word small company. You need to remember that definition. That's the reason we have written very important. Here and there they put that cash flow ka, I mean that small company ka definition. So that is a, I'm telling you, the small company definition is very important. Understood? So five things will comprise your financial statement. What are the five things? Balance sheet, P&L, cash flow, notes, and SOKI. What is SOKI? Statement of changes in equity. Now when you talk about cash flow statement is not applicable to DOS. What is D? Dormant, OPC, small, startup, private company. Understood? Copy. 10, 11, 12 is pending. We're going to do that tomorrow. Just finish this financial statement.
ಮನ್ಸು ಕದ್ದ ಮನ್ಮೋಹಿನಿ ಆಸೆ ಆಯ್ತು ನಿನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಯ್. ಕೋಲಾರದ ಹಟ್ಟಿ ಗಣಿ ಕೋಗಿಲೆದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಧ್ವನಿ ಗಾಳಿದಾಸ ಕಾವ್ಯ ನೀನೇ ನನ್ನ ರಾಜ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ರಾಣಿ ನೀನು ಪ್ರೇಮ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣವೇ ನನ್ನ ರಾಜ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ರಾಣಿ ನೀನು ಪ್ರೇಮ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣವೇ ಮುದ್ದು ಗಿಳಿ ಮನ್ಸು ಕದ್ದ ಮನ್ಮೋಹಿನಿ ಆಸೆ ಆಯ್ತು ನಿನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೋಲಾರದ ಹಟ್ಟಿ ಗಡಿ ಕೋಗಿಲಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಧ್ವನಿ ಕಾಳಿದ ಸಕಾವ್ಯ ನೀನೆ ನನ್ನ ರಾಜ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ರಾಣಿ ಪ್ರೇಮ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣವೇ ನನ್ನ ರಾಜ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ರಾಣಿ ಪ್ರೇಮ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣವೇ ಜರಿ ಜರಿ ಜರಿಯೋ ಒಲವಿನ ಸುಳಿಯೋ ಸಿಲು ಸಿಲುಕಿ ಸೋತೋದಿನ ಸುರಿ ಸುರಿ ಸುರಿಯೋ ಸುರಿ ಮಳೆ ಧ್ವನಿಯೋ ಹನಿ 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 ಹಾಡಾದೆ ನೀನಿನ್ನ ಒಲವೇ ನಿನ್ನ ಚೆಲ್ಲಾಟವೇ ನನಗೆ
My question is, this exemption to DOSS, Dormant Opposition Small Startup. These people are getting exemption from what? Entire FS or only cash flow? Only cash flow. Balance sheet, PNL, notes and SOK they have to prepare. DOS are exempted only from what? Cash flow statement. Okay, but other things they have to prepare it. Have you understood? Do you understand what I taught you today? Are you guys coming tomorrow also? Why? You have paid fees, right? Yeah, you have paid fees. So tomorrow we're gonna continue. 14 definitions we have written. 2, 3 I have not taught you. So tomorrow we'll complete this chapter. 70% we have completed this chapter. Okay. Tomorrow again we're gonna do a one small chapter. That also will get over tomorrow only. One chapter, one day. Okay. So don't miss the class. So tomorrow 7 o'clock we meet. Bye guys. Take care. Do come up, please. Go to your respective home and come from your respective home only. Okay. Bye guys. Bye online people. Bye bye.